welcome to the Lot Fame Podcast, or the Weekend Roundup, or however name you decide to go by this week. We're reviewing WrestleMania, and as we all know, and Stand to Deliver. Let me introduce our guests today, which are Darkwave as usual, dancing like a butthole. There's Gucci Kaido. You know, everybody remembers him from the past. He was a good member of this podcast. And then there's Spirit. I'm pretty sure you guys can introduce yourselves as well.
Hi.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
All I know is Gucci Kaido.
Hi.
Yeah, and then Spirit, but Gucci Kaido hasn't been here so long. There are so many jokes that I have to levy against him that I'm not going to do at this very second, but I will do as this podcast progresses.
There we go.
I'm not even going to make the gay jokes against Darkwave today. It's just going to be you. All the gay jokes will be headed to what you, Mr. Gucci Kaido.
It's all good, man. It's been a while, so I gotta catch up.
I know. I'm going to catch you up with all the gayness. All right. How was your guys this weekend?
Pretty chill.
All right.
Pretty chill.
All right. So, first things first, I got to give out awards. All right. I'm going to call it the Called It Reward.
Because I ain't come here to play.
Jesus Christ, that hurt. The Called It Reward goes to two people in this chat today. Darkwave and Spirit. I have to say, Spirit called about 90% of WrestleMania, and Darkwave called 99% of WrestleMania without even having to watch it. And I'm pretty sure he didn't watch the Roman matches, but he was right. He called
Okay. Begrudgingly, I watched the tag match, and I regretted almost every minute of it.
Yeah, it was
Did
horrible.
not watch the Cody match because the promo packages was like 30 minutes, and I said, screw this, and I turned my back like this and ended up crashing. So, and here's a spoiler.
Yeah.
This new bloodline shit.
Yeah.
You know, Tama Tonga, and it's all those. Yeah, I'm not watching. I do not care. I am not invested. I don't give a single fuck about Roman and his family matters.
They literally should have a reality show for that. Samoa Family Matters.
Exactly. It's cinema.
Yeah. That
Cinema?
was
No. What's cinema is Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog. That is cinema. Okay.
That's gonna be glorious.
Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, we have new tag team championships.
Yep.
Titles.
Yep.
That was great. I saw it.
They're basically the world title design on a smaller belt, but it still looks good.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks good. But before we get started, we're gonna talk about Stand and Deliver real quick. I don't know if you saw it. Anybody saw anything on it?
I saw the entire thing.
Yeah, I did.
I saw Stand and Deliver.
Yep.
Yes. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna ask me what was the best thing on that weekend, is still Stand and Deliver.
Exactly.
Ilya Dragunov alone carried that pay-per-view on his back.
Mm-hmm.
And the 6 women tag match is really good, But let's get into it. First of all, I would like to say Obafemi is fucking good as a big man.
Yeah, he's that guy, man.
Oh yeah,
He really is.
Like, he is good. He put on. I arguably can say that was like my favorite match of the night.
Yeah,
Not the best,
for
but
sure.
arguably my favorite. That match,
For
it just
sure.
had everything. And again, when you take another human being and throw him at another human being, it was just amazing.
And I think it made it even more so like the match itself was good. The choreography, whoever produced that needs an award.
It was
But
most likely Shawn Michaels.
the size of those guys and for them to do what they were doing, that's what made the match that's what made it for me.
Yeah.
Dijak hit what was that? Dijak Destroyer, they called it.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
pretty cool to see.
Those 3 big men can move. Josh Briggs, Dijak, and Obafemi, they can move. And I'm like, oh wow. It's almost like Vince could never see stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Big man always had to do a choke
No,
slam.
because if you big and you fat, you can't move.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course, Joe Gacy and Shawn Spears is in the match. I don't know what they brought Shawn Spears back, but he hasn't won a single match since he came back.
Mm-mm.
Well, everybody was excited for him to be back and thinking he was going to be, because he wasn't doing that in AEW. And now he's not. Sorry, the puppy decided she wants to eat my hand. And yeah, so
And
I agree as well. I think his character that he's using now, portraying is it's a little lackluster.
it's beyond lackluster.
Yeah,
You should have just went back to Ty Dillinger and just
exactly. Perfect 10. That would have
Yeah.
been, you know.
But that's not a heel. That's not a baby. That's not a heel gimmick, guys.
even if
Yeah.
it's not a heel
True.
gimmick, it's just
True.
all right. You're right. I just thought about it.
Don't
I
worry,
am
he'll get
confused
back
why he did
to
it.
the babyface, just like he did in AEW.
Yeah,
It's
but
coming.
I just want more development with this character. Like we don't even know what his character's about. Man's literally
The
shows up.
chairman, man.
Yeah, the chairman.
He hits people with the chair. In layman terms, he's a prick,
And he gets his pants
and he
pulled
never
down.
wins. There you go.
Yeah. And then personally, I wouldn't have booked Joe Geesey to try to put him over. Like I don't really understand what the purpose of that feud was.
Yeah, Joe Gacy's not bad though. It's just without his
No.
old stable, he kind of sucks.
I'm
Exactly.
going to be shocked when I say this. I am not. Yeah, I was talking about Obafemi earlier. I am not high on Obafemi, man.
Well,
Oh, I get it, but you put him with the right opponent like Dijak and Josh Bridge, the match
That's
is
the problem.
match
I
is
wanted Dijak to have his actual fucking moment. This man's been in the company for what 7-8 years and he's gotten jack shit.
no, that's
Yeah, that is
facts.
true.
I'll give you that.
and honestly, if you was to have say Obafemi didn't win that match, Dijak should have won it easily, but
Mhm.
the match was still great.
I said,
Obafemi,
no, the match was good. I'm just
Oh,
not
yeah.
as high on. And I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
saying
no.
Obafemi's bad.
oh yeah,
I'm just not as high on him that everyone else. I look at him like, okay.
Whatever happened to De Quincy?
The Quincy.
Who?
Hey, let me know if you
No,
can hear me.
I'm literally not trying to be funny with that. Who?
Can y'all hear this?
Oh, he's talking about Quincy, the big boy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Who?
I don't know.
The big boy, Quincy Jones. Remember?
Quincy Elliott.
The you talking about the one that was pretty much like the Wish fat version of Velveteen?
Oh, now, why don't we even bring him up?
I was thinking about him. I was like, wait, what
Oh,
happened to that
man.
guy?
Wait, isn't that him? That's him, right? Or no? I just
Yeah,
brought somebody up for no reason.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly what you're talking about.
That is.
Oh,
Quincy.
okay.
The gay wish version of Velveteen Dream, yes, the one that used his titties in the match.
Wow.
Yes, Timu, Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, that guy. I was just wondering whatever happened to that guy.
You know,
I thought he was still there.
I didn't know he.
he's probably on like level up or something, but you know, might pay attention to that anyway. So.
Oh yeah, Quincy Elliott is not with WWE no more.
Good.
Oh, he got fired.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Holy crap.
I mean, not good. Sorry.
What did he get fired for?
I mean, didn't people
he's released
like
because
him?
he sucked.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. He was.
I mean, did you see what that man did in the corner? I mean, he didn't.
That-
do 10 punches.
that alone was just
No, not talking about no, no.
Y'all brought him up.
No, I brought him up.
I didn't bring him up.
No.
You heard me kept asking who, and then I had to fry him up to figure out if that was the same person.
Now, Roxanne Perez versus Lyra Valkyria was a great match.
I have a problem with that match.
What was the problem?
Pop Rock's gotta go, man. That little Pop Rock as a heel, gotta
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I get it.
Got to go. And she
Yeah.
won clean, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But that Pop Rock's move, man,
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
gotta go. Everything
Yeah.
else was fine, but that move gotta go. As a
Yeah.
heel,
Was it a clean win though? Because I
Yes.
definitely
She
remember.
did her clean.
I remember. What's the girl's name? That's a part of her gimmick. The one with the feather. I don't
Kim
remember her.
Paxley
Paxley. Didn't
One
she
with the
interrupt the
feather.
match?
influenced the match. The match was 99% clean.
Right. Yeah.
She
true,
made her
true.
tap in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point.
So, which was shocking to me. I thought Taylor would have maybe accidentally hit Lyra with a belt or something, but no, she just tapped out in the center of the ring like it was just like anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But the match was
It was-
good, a little slow in the beginning, but it got better as time went on.
It was okay. I give it 4 stars. Maybe
Out of what, 5?
out of 5. Yeah. Out of 5.
The Rock
That's
was
better than
on
okay.
WrestleMania and he faced.
The Rock involved in who is he going to face?
Yeah, The Rock was involved in WrestleMania and he faced Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins with Roman Reigns as his tag partner.
Hello, Nintendo fanboy.
If you're asking about future references, who is he going to face? The Rock is going to go do a movie. He will come back, probably feud with Cody Rhodes, and maybe, hopefully, have a match at SummerSlam.
That's going to be another Fast and Furious movie. There's probably going to be that's going to be the live action Moana. Let me see what the fuck else. Probably going to try to ruin DC further some more, and then he'll come back.
DC don't want him there. DC said no. James Gunn was like, bye.
Nah, he's probably going to buy out the company or some shit, buy Warner Brothers, and then be like, all right, now we get to do what I want. He's going to buy everything.
He will ruin it.
More than it already is?
Yes. Anywho, moving forward, we were talking about Stand and Deliver. Dragunov versus Tony D'Angelo was surprisingly a very good match. Even the promo package when they sat at the restaurant was great.
Why surprisingly? You didn't think that was going to be good?
Well, personally, I thought that it was going to be, I thought it was going to be a run-in with, his faction, because they were sitting at ringside the entire time. I think it was pretty cool that they implemented that into the story. They were about to interrupt the match, and Tony literally was like, "Nah, don't fuck with the match." I like that. I like that.
Yeah. And Tony D'Angelo did what he did. He wrestled. He just couldn't beat Ilya Dragunov with that A-bomb. That A-bomb is quite possibly my favorite move. It's just when he pins somebody after it, it just don't look right.
Bro, it just looks so dangerous, dog.
Like some Quincy Elliott would do.
I don't know how you fake that.
Oh my god.
Like not gonna lie.
Oh no, I can see how you fake it because he doesn't really land on you. He lands on mainly his knees and his arms. It's just, dude.
But that's still coming across your face. Like,
dog, he does it lightly, obviously, and you gotta be able to at least take some type of pain. It's just when this man fucking when he pins you, I'm just like, wow, that don't.
Yeah, he lays on like literally planks on top of you.
Yeah, dog. I'm like, get up. At least get on the sideways, bro. But,
I mean, what's her name? She literally be just be splatting her cooch all over other women when she be petting them. So
Rhea Ripley?
No, what's her name? Blonde chick, Nikita Line. I have to figure out her fucking name. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Nikita.
Yeah.
I mean,
no. A weird pin is a weird pin. I would it doesn't matter.
She can pin me any day of the week. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take Rhea. I would take Rhea's pin over Nikita Lyons.
The best female pin right
Rhea
now.
looks like she's,
What's her name? Jade Cargill. She got the best one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to talk about Jade.
That 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Jade, not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now. We were talking about her when we get to WrestleMania and after WrestleMania slightly because I need to have a conversation about Jade.
Who's the other guy?
Possibly Bray Wyatt, most likely.
Bray Wyatt?
Yeah.
I mean, Bray would have made sense.
For what?
Bray would have made, if he beat Undertaker or CM Punk. I don't know.
That's-
Anybody besides Brock Lesnar.
That's who I thought was gonna, but whatever.
But,
well, apparently it was supposed to be Stone Cold that showed up.
Moving on, Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes, which was the first time ever two black men have main evented a pay-per-view.
Yes, sir.
It was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's 2024. Yeah. Why the fuck is there still first time? Never mind. Go ahead. What was you saying? I'm sorry.
Yeah, first time two black men main evented WrestleMania, and the first time, no, my bad, and the millionth time Booker T has lost his brain cells at the ringside because Booker T
still has brain cells to lose.
No, he doesn't. I'm just giving him the benefit of a doubt. Booker T, first of all, I'm sick of him at ringside. He does add useful commentary, but when he's wrong, he sounds like an idiot.
It's bad. Yeah.
It gets real bad, and then I'm like, Booker, go drink some water, bro. The gears in your head are starting to smoke, bro.
It doesn't help that Vic Joseph literally be trying to make him look stupid sometimes.
Because he tried to make him look stupid.
I don't think he has to try that hard.
No, there's three
be
people
fair.
who don't ever want speaking on your mics anymore. Lita, Shawn Michaels, and Booker T. They all have lost a lot of their brain cells.
Hold up. Lita, I don't think that Lita lost a lot of her brain cells. I just think that Lita just be so fucking high that she just don't be coherent like half the fucking time. To be fair with Lita, I think she just be so fucking high.
I also think that not Lita, what's her name, bro? Damn. I'm trying to come back to it. I'm trying to think of her name. I can't think of it right now.
Is she a wrestler? Beth Phoenix?
It's no, Beth. Yes, Beth Phoenix. Actually, you're right. I think they should bring her back. She was a fucking fire commentator, underrated too.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah,
when her husband was there. But she would go to AEW if anything. I would rather go with my husband.
Good point.
Let's not bring up AEW, man.
Oh no, we're gonna bring up AEW later.
Why?
I'm going to, because we have to talk about what AEW currently is doing. It is serious.
All embarrassing wrestling.
Yes, yes. But right now, we're gonna stick with WrestleMania. First things first, I want to talk about the first night of WrestleMania in the first match. Hold up, what did I just read? It says Cinema Blend described the match and appearances by The Rock, John Cena, and Undertaker as WWE's Avengers Endgame moment. Please kindly go stub your big toe.
A lot of people were saying that online, making comparisons to WrestleMania 40 being, I guess the way they did it.
No.
But people also have to realize that WWE literally took one of the writers from WWE literally came from the Avengers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if there are similarities, like,
there are slight similarities.
This is like the Avengers. That means everything's downhill from here, right?
Exactly.
It's just all downhill from here.
Hey, you still have Spider-Man though, so
Shut up.
Yeah, so that would
that's
be
one. We got Spider-Man, and then years later, then we'll start getting animation shit or whatever like that. That will be good.
And we're getting that don't matter. First things first, though, I want to bring about this WrestleMania. The production, it's top tier, top fucking tier. Except for one cameraman when he was zooming in on Becky Lynch, he was genuinely shaking his ass off. Like genuinely, I was like, dude, put it on a tripod next time, my guy.
I agree. WWE's production as of late has really stepped up.
Yeah, they got a new production guy. That new production guy, he needs to get money. The old production guy, I forgot his name. I think it's like Kevin Dunn.
Yeah, Kevin Dunn. You're right.
Yeah, Kevin Dunn. Yeah, no, that guy needs to punch him in his two big buck teeth. Okay?
Well, he's been there since the '90s, so he's really old school.
Yeah, Kevin Dunn got fired already. He's gone. Like, I definitely Triple H did the right idea by going, Dunn, you're out. Bye. Later.
You and your teeth.
Yeah, you and your teeth, and the fact that you are literally always up Vince's butthole, and now you can't be up Vince's butthole.
You sure about that? He probably still is.
He most likely is. He's like, Vince, I'll defend you at the trial when you.
I mean, how do you think Vince be getting his weekly? No, you know what? Let me shut up. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry I'm like this.
So first things first, we're going to talk about the Rhea Becky Lynch match. First thing I noticed, and I knew Becky Lynch was going to win when Becky Lynch was, did I say Becky Lynch or Rhea?
Yeah, it's Becky Lynch.
Yeah. I knew something was going to happen when Becky Lynch, they said Becky Lynch was sick. And I was like, so she's going to lose the match.
Yeah.
Sure enough, she lost the match. The match was okay, but I was just like,
she was healthy, she's not going to win.
Yeah, but they just did that to add an excuse to give him the rematch. And I was just like, we don't really need this rematch here.
Yeah.
This match was a one and done for me, and I'm like, the match was okay, but
I didn't like that they kept saying that.
Yeah,
because it kind of dogged Rhea, just made her seem like, okay, so your women's champion would not beat Becky Lynch because she's sick, not just saying that, oh, we're just doing this as the cop out, just to give them an easy way of having a rematch. It's just kind of, in my opinion, I just didn't like it. Not for that aspect. I didn't like it because it just kind of made it seem like Rhea was weak.
Yeah,
wait, how did we make Rhea weak? Well, what happened?
Remember, they kept saying Becky Lynch was sick during the match.
Oh, I mean, I don't think that made Rhea look. I think they were just trying to blur the lines that she was actually sick leading up to the match. I mean, I didn't really pay it no mind.
Yeah, but they
she was
literally
losing regardless, so it doesn't matter. Sick, healthy.
Yeah, as Kaido just said.
She could have had Zeus on her side. She was still losing that match.
Oh yeah. Which is the right thing to do because I'm like, Becky Lynch did not really need to win the match. She also didn't even need to win the Elimination Chamber match.
Exactly. I was literally about to say that.
I mean, there was no bigger match than Rhea and Becky. So,
I don't know, sir. They could have built somebody up better than that.
They're not doing that.
Have you seen that roster, sir?
Said what?
Have you seen that roster?
Wait, who was in the match? Who was in that match though? That match.
We don't need Bianca. We don't need Liv right now.
Yeah, I know.
Tiffany Stratton, way too soon.
Yeah.
Naomi, no,
too early.
It's another black girl that just entered, so black people
so
got
in
to
that
stick
match
together.
was Liv, Bianca, Raquel, Tiffany, and Naomi. And honestly,
Tiffany SmackDown, Bianca
Raquel.
SmackDown, Raquel's out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Naomi SmackDown, and it was only going to be Becky. She's the biggest match that they could have done at WrestleMania.
I feel like they wanted to build and promote.
Oh, she's only older than me by a month.
Raquel, but I don't think they had. I think because of her sickness, they couldn't. So they had to go with Becky. They were forced to go with Becky.
Well, they would have done Raquel and Rhea is not a Mania match. At least not now.
Not right now.
Right, because she hasn't been built up to that point.
No.
And whose fault is that?
Well, no. The thing is, they've been teasing this Becky Lynch shit for like the whole year.
Yes.
So on the grandest stage, like Rhea Ripley and Raquel, they already did that match.
Yeah.
They did it like pay-per-views ago, and Rhea won.
Part of it is also like, it's hard to try to figure out what to do with Becky when she's literally done everything in the company. Like, you don't want to give her a title.
That's why you have Rhea beat her. All Becky was there for is to give Rhea more stock.
Put her over, yeah. I agree.
That's it. No one else in that match is going to make Rhea Ripley look good in terms of beating them. She's already beaten Liv. She's beaten Raquel.
Yeah.
Bianca and Liv, you do that next year, hopefully with Bianca being a fucking heel.
Yeah.
And
doubt it.
Well, probably, I doubt it too, but Bianca's babyface has already ran its course.
It definitely did.
Years ago.
The biggest match at this WrestleMania at this particular time, given the state of the roster, which is dog shit, it was Becky Lynch. And Becky went in there and did her job. She put Rhea over. Rhea over.
That is a good perspective.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Wishmacola didn't deserve the win, which she obviously did. What I was saying is that I just didn't like the fact that they just kept literally mentioning it and kept saying, like hinting as if, so if Becky was healthy, Rhea wasn't going to win. That's all I was saying in that aspect.
Because it was cold as shit outside there too.
That's what they kept saying. They kept saying it was cold there.
It was like 40 degrees with winds out there. So they probably just kept saying she's sick because not only did she just come off of sickness, but it was cold as shit outside. So who knows?
Yeah, which is fine. But don't devalue her fucking her loss or Rhea's win like that, man. That didn't make any sense to me. But like I said, I gave that match like a 3 stars. I was entertained a little bit, but I wasn't fully like, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a 3-star match.
The next match, though, that first thing they did when they said, "Oh, the match is the ladder match for the tag team belts is going to be on 2 different," I was just like, "Oh yes, thank you, thank God, please." As soon as I saw that, I was like, "So we're gonna get 2 different champion sets, right?" Because I don't really need somebody having both the belts. And I can honestly say, the match is great. I was genuinely entertained the whole match.
I'm gonna give that match barely 3 stars.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's me.
Fine.
Oof.
Match that happened.
Hey, I was entertained.
I think the main reason why I give it 3 stars
is
because of the storytelling. The storytelling was A1, and the storytelling made that match what it was. But the actual match itself, like, it wasn't that great of a ladder match, if I'm being honest.
Oof. Damn.
Highlight of that match was fucking what's my man's name? Grayson Waller getting thrown off. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, it was great.
It's like,
and also shout out to that referee, that female referee that tapped Damian Priest in the leg to prevent him from climbing up the ladder. She literally saved that man's life.
Literally, yep.
Because he was climbing up the ladder and you saw the leg was fucked up, and he would have fucked himself up if he climbed it.
Well, he still climbed it. She was trying to get him to just get another one.
Yeah, but he climbed it for like 2 seconds and then got off when he saw somebody else getting in the ring, and then used it and then got another one. And I was like, yes, thank you. Like, she saved his goddamn life.
There were a lot of botches in that match too, honestly.
There were, and I forgot which match it was that somebody got hit in the head. I think it was this match, but I don't remember. I have to go. I'll just wait till the Botchamania episode comes out where I watch it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen. But yeah, the match was pretty good. Uh-oh. I heard the boop.
The what?
The boop.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. It's Galactic has entered the chat room.
I've entered.
Hello, Galactic. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're all
cool.
Hola.
This is the full podcast. I love it.
Welcome.
Makes my nipples hard.
Oh. Okay.
No homo.
Always gotta be something gay.
Not gonna throw a no Diddy in there.
First of all,
how do you deal with it, Spirit? How do you deal with it?
Drugs help.
What the fuck?
I feel that.
Anywho, I just want to say hello, Galactic. It's been a while.
It's been 1,000 years, actually.
Yes. You and Mr. Kaido have not been on one of these in a long time.
Yeah, man.
This is the new format. Easier to set up, easier to execute.
Very beautiful.
I know, right? The other way was just like, bro, I had to do so much, but now this way is just like easy. And I can be on camera, so everybody can see my face and my penis and my face.
No Diddy.
All right. Yeah.
Galactic, we were on night one. We were just talking about the ladder match. Did you have anything you wanted to add to the women's match or the ladders match?
No, don't want to add anything to the ladders match outside the fact that I just saw the new tag team championships get shown off on Raw today.
Oh, okay. All right. Moving to the next match was the Rey Mysterio and Andrade versus Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar in I don't know how this match even got to this match, tag team match. In my eyes, I was super confused, and I honestly was a little annoyed throughout the match.
Again, I give that one I don't even want to give it a 3. Possibly it's like a 2.5.
I'd say 2 stars out of anything, because
honestly,
the best one was when what's his name jumped off the rope and flew about half a mile up the ramp.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, to get Angel and Humberto, but
Sight is sleeping, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh man, that match was nothing, and
he's right though. I literally skipped majority of that match. If I'm being real, it felt like, not to be racist, but it felt like they just threw all the Latino people in one match and was like, here you go.
They did, and then when the 2 people came from the crowd with the match with the Rey Mysterio mask on, at that point I clocked out and was cooking the dinner.
The football people.
Yeah, and I was like, "Are you serious?" And even Carlito was asking, "Who the hell are these guys?" And then he kept asking, and then they finally removed the mask, and they was like, "Oh my God, what's his name from the team?" And I was like,
"Yeah, it was Jason Kelce and Lane Johnson from the Eagles."
And I was like, "Oh wow, why did we have to get 2 Eagles players to do that and not give that moment to 2 wrestlers?"
Well, you know how WWE, well, especially during WrestleMania season, like they're gonna incorporate a celebrity. Exactly. A celebrity's going to be in a match in some way at WrestleMania. Bro.
Plus, yeah, keep in mind that it's Philly. They love their teams.
I know they love their teams, and
they love
I
Jason
get it.
Kelce, honestly.
But that was just fucking weird. Okay, and I was deeply confused on that one.
I agree. From a wrestling standpoint, it's just like why. But overall, from a business, I guess I get it because those guys are really famous. They bring eyes, stuff like that. But it still doesn't help make the match better, in my opinion.
It did not. It did nothing to the match. The match was already nothing.
Exactly.
And then again, Dominic Mysterio loses to his father at another WrestleMania.
Yeah, that too, man. Like
That,
I don't know.
that did absolutely nothing.
Why is Ray booking agreeing with those bookings? By the way, you're letting your son lose to you twice.
Hey man, that don't work for me, brother.
Also, hate to bring up current events, but Rhea out the picture, what are we doing with Dom? Because she was a big part of why he's where he is.
That is true.
He will just be Dominic.
Right. He's still
a loser on the roster because he doesn't win matches.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like his.
He's the new Dolph Ziggler.
Oh,
but Dolph Ziggler was good in the ring.
Yeah, Dom still
Dominic
needs
is
some work.
He
still needs some
he's
work.
Green as shit.
Yeah, he's not bad. He just needs work.
He's just
He's
green.
not as bad as he used to be.
No, but he's still green. He's just Rey Mysterio with some Eddie Guerrero moves.
Really, what it is, I think he needs to stop doing the 6'9". I feel like that's the one thing he needs to stop doing the 6'9".
He really does. He really does need to stop doing that because again,
he's too damn big.
Right?
He's too big, and
It could happen.
he's just a dollar store fucking Rey Mysterio, bro.
That'll never happen for the simple fact that Rey Mysterio is his father.
I mean, I get it.
That's like
But-
telling Natalia to get rid of the sharpshooter. It's not gonna happen.
I mean, I get it. And let me tell you the problem with Natalia and Charlotte. They are literally their famous celebrity.
Parents.
Nothing else. Okay,
Yeah.
one is one's parent, one is one's uncle. But they are literally their famous whatever.
I don't
For
want to
example,
Natalia again.
Natalia's opening theme is fucking Ric Flair's, but with some extra flair to it.
Charlotte.
Charlotte's, and freaking Charlotte's is Bret Hart's with some
Damn,
extra
bro.
flair to it.
Switch them, sweetie. Switch them.
Lord.
Charlotte's is
You
Ric
know what I'm
Flair
saying.
and
You know what I'm
Natalia.
saying.
Okay.
Charlotte's is Ric Flair's. Charlotte has Ric Flair's theme with some club music on it.
Almost there.
What?
Go ahead, finish.
Okay,
You're almost there.
And Natalia's is Bret Hart's music with some extra rock music on it.
There you go.
There we go. I said it wrong the first time.
You ever watched Natalia's theme and like the crowd pops because they think it's Brett, but as soon as they see Natalia, they just go quiet.
Yeah, and mind you, Natalia is a great
So
worker
rude.
in wrestling. Don't ever. I'm never gonna say that, but Natalia hasn't been relevant for the last 10 years, and I love that woman.
Partly it's because of the way WWE sees her. They see her as like a mother figure to the locker room, or like
Yeah, she's like the
That-
Ono of the female division.
Exactly, yeah. And then she has done a lot towards the women as well. So I don't really not disagree with Natalia's role in WWE. I think she's definitely the main reason why the Four Horsewomen have so much confidence, because she's helped put over almost every important woman in WWE right now. She's even down on NXT right now putting in work. So I don't know.
And I can't wait. I can't wait to see what she does. But at the end of the day, they're just it's just that they're famous people. Now,
Yeah.
what would you say if The Rock's daughter, who I keep forgetting her name, had The Rock's music but with extra club music stuff on it? What would y'all have said to that?
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, because that's probably why they took her off. Well, that she got some fucked up knees for somebody so young, but
And she
they're
was
probably
not-
just going to rebrand her, repackage her completely and entirely. So don't be surprised if Ava, if y'all can smell what Ava's cooking.
Oh God!
Let's
I
move
think
on.
that would be the quickest way.
Yeah.
You smell what the Ava is cooking?
No, nobody wants to smell that. Ew.
Get an entire
I swear to
fan base.
goodness, she just going to the camera, going to zoom in on her. She's going to turn her head, and then you going to see the eyebrow.
Bro, that's the quickest way for the entire fan base to say "fuck you." If WWE did that, I'd be so disappointed.
Yeah. Next match is a match that was the most disappointing
Oh,
match.
one thing.
Yes.
Which one is
Sorry,
this?
real fast. Camera off. I gotta go feed the dogs for
Okay.
a second.
I don't cut my camera off. Whatever. Give me a second. Go. Just go.
Oh, I know what you're gonna talk about next.
Whee!
Wow.
Okay, you can keep talking. Sorry, I just had to walk past.
I know. I just gotta fix my camera. Anywho, the next match is the match that I say is honestly the most disappointing match of all the weekend,
Facts.
and that is Jimmy versus Jey Uso.
Facts. It felt like a literal, like it didn't even feel like a SmackDown match. It felt like a NXT. It felt like a main event match.
Mr. Darkwave got the pillow, he got the sleeping joint, and he went right to sleep. I can't even blame him.
No, this time he got the teddy bear though. he ain't waking back up.
Hey yo, that match was exactly fucking 11 minutes and 5 seconds. And
Sad, man.
honestly, Rikishi said they were a little disappointed that they didn't get more time. And I said in my brain, I said, I don't even think the time mattered.
Time for what?
No.
10 more super kicks?
Exactly. Whoever produced that match, like they really did the Usos dirty, bro. I don't know who it was, but it really did them dirty.
Hey yo, that match, as Spirit said, she said it felt like a Young Bucks match, but like legitimately, right? That match was so underwhelming and poor that I honestly would rather Jey Uso go against like Solo or something. At least they would have had a different enough moveset.
Yeah.
Instead, the match was like a fucking mirror match on a fighting game, and I was so heavily bored and annoyed halfway through the match.
And partly, I don't feel, and this is just my personal thing, I don't feel like Jimmy is as good as Jay.
He's not.
So I felt exactly. So I agree. I felt like if Solo was in there, it would have been a 20 times better match.
Yeah, but instead we got Jay going against an inferior. Literally, he's going against himself, but you know, worse. And it showed in this match. Even the shit talking they had at that press conference was more hype than the match. So when we finally got to the match, and it was Yeet versus no Yeet, I was just bored, and I was mad, and I was upset, and it genuinely made no sense to me.
It was also the storytelling. There was a lack of storytelling.
There was a lack of storytelling. Like, you two hate each other.
Which I understand why there's a lack of it, because I guess they thought that, you know, they didn't need to elaborate on the story.
Yeah.
Being as how, you know, it's been developing for over a year now. But at the same time,
technically,
you know what I mean? Like, we need some new shit.
Yeah. It was developing over a year, but technically the feud genuinely started a couple of months ago.
Exactly. And that's my point.
And I'm like, oh great, that was so lame. I'm eating when I cook. And I'm eating when I cook, Cecily. Oops.
Well,
but yeah,
I didn't watch the match because Bloodline and
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I skipped through that shit.
Actually, let me phrase it. The match was like on my television, but I was doing like everything else. I went to clean the bathroom. I
was cooking. I was cooking in every plate.
I was on my computer.
Damn.
I
was cooking in every plate at the time, and I was so immensely disappointed with this match that I genuinely...
I forgot. Scratch that. The match was on, but I wasn't even on the right channel because after I did the bathroom stuff, I went to play Dragon's Dogma. So there's that.
Yeah.
It'd be like that though, honestly. I definitely skipped through. I skipped through to literally the literal last minutes of the match, like 30 seconds before the pinfall. Yeah, so I understand.
Hey man, Bloodline.
Yeah, that match was just dumb. And to this day, I still don't understand Jimmy's logic. So instead of doing what he does and just go solo himself,
That's the other thing too.
he's stuck
I
with the
just,
bloodline.
really think Jimmy is just a. I don't. This is gonna sound fucked up, but I don't think he's a good wrestler. Like his mic skills are mid. His wrestling set is his brother's, but even less. He does even less moves.
Yeah.
I just, yeah, I don't know.
He's the
Again, I
popular
get it.
one because he's married to Naomi.
Yeah.
Even
But
then,
out
though,
of
like,
both of the twins,
since this
Jay
whole main
Uso.
event thing, he hasn't been as popular.
Yeah. Jay Uso has always Jay Uso just been better.
Yeah.
Uh
The whole bloodline thing started, and he became main event Jey Uso.
oh yeah.
I don't think he's been more popular than his brother, honestly.
Yeah. Jey Uso has just been it. And Jey Uso won the match wholeheartedly. And I was just like, oh great. And it again, this only proved that Jey Uso is better because he got more moves. He actually has refined his moves a little bit better, and he got a decent spear.
Yeah. He got a spear.
Decent spear. It's not Roman Reigns' generic, boring ass spear, nor is it Goldberg's terrible spear. Let's be realistic here. Who had out of the spear
I heard Goldberg.
tier list? Out of the spear tier list, his is not at the F tier. Like,
Well,
Goldberg.
let me just sidebar. Let me just say, Braun Breaker has the literal best spear in any wrestling promotion.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
Well, he beat
I
me.
gotta go
give
Braun
him number
Breaker.
2.
I gotta go Bobby Lashley now.
I'm going Bob.
Bobby Lashley. Yeah,
I'm going Bob. No eyebrows. Bob. No
it doesn't
eyebrows.
matter,
Lashley.
son. Listen, while Braun Breakers is great, Braun Breakers looks like he's a gorilla just tackling you. Okay. Bobby Lashley does the flip with his. It looks more dangerous like that, bro. It looks like he's taking your existence and rotating with you, son.
That's the people
No.
selling it.
No, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
He flips too with you, and it just looks so much worse, bro.
Personally,
I'm sorry.
I think
It's Bobby Lashley.
I think
Braun
Braun's
Breakers
look
is a
worse
nice second.
because of how hard he hits you. Like he hits you so hard, it literally looks like you're getting cut in half. That's why I like it.
Yeah, and I get it, and I understand. But I can tell you, both of their spears is better than Roman Reigns' spear
Oh yeah, for sure.
and Goldberg's spear.
I say that to say, Jey Uso's spear, in my opinion, my humble opinion,
It's
is at the
mid-tier.
bottom of the spear list.
Yeah, nah. Goldberg is always going to be at the bottom of the tier list.
Goldberg's
Well,
trash.
Goldberg
you're
is
right.
a
Goldberg
terrible
is
spear.
trash. But
And then old
above
Goldberg's
that-
is worse.
above that, I would second to last is Jay. I just don't. He looks uncomfortable every time he does it.
Who keeps exiting and coming back at the same
No,
time?
well, one, it did for me because, like, I don't know why, like, my earbuds, it literally just kicked me out because I tried to push them back in my ear and then it was like, oh, you want to get out? Get out.
Oh, this is Galactic. Galactic left. But regardless, he'll be back. But regardless, right? Honestly, the spear tier list, I honestly say Jey Uso's is getting better. Like, it did start off at the bottom when he did it against Roman Reigns. I was like, that looks like a generic spear. And then he started getting a little better because he gets a little height. And then that super kick he did when he jumped and did the super kick,
Yeah.
he's starting to individualize himself. So I get it.
True.
Understand? His brother, on the other hand, generic spear,
Man.
generic frog splash, generic not spear, generic super kick, generic frog splash.
Side note with that, where do you put Edge's spear
Edge is
on the list? On
Edge
the
is
tier
also
list?
top tier. Edge is top tier. Period.
I
He's been doing that
his
shit for
too,
centuries.
Yeah.
Top tier.
He's perfected the spear, honestly.
Yeah, top tier spear.
Okay.
That's why I said, top
I was
three.
gonna say because I like Edge spear. I'm sorry, like not saying that Braun's is trash or nothing. I just think Bobby's is better. I like Edge's spear
Yeah,
more
Bobby,
than I like Braun's.
yeah, Bobby
I
to
put-
me
I
still
put
got the
them
best spear.
Them three in the top 3 of spears.
Yeah, Roman's spear it's just generic.
Nah. His spear is him not knowing what to do as a finisher. That's what his spear
He
is.
glitched. He got glitched. So he was just like he was trying to do a Superman, and then it just
Exactly. Exactly.
But legitimately, going back, that match was just basic. It was like if the Young Bucks also face each other in the match, just super kicks.
Yeah. If I had to give it a star, it would be a 1.
It would also be a one for me, bro. I was bored and
They
shitless.
didn't even tell a story in it, honestly.
They did not. And Rikishi was just like, maybe you're giving them another 10 minutes. It would have been a great match. I'm like, it started up. It literally got to the high point and nothing happened.
Told Rikishi. So now you want to comment something about your sons, but not when they was out here drunk driving and shit. Nah, shut up.
He did say he should have been included. He did say he should.
He did say that he should have been included, but he never got the call. He was in Philly.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to pay him.
Even if he included himself, that would have brought the match up a little bit. But at the end of the day, it still would have been a wrestling match where two people picked Paul Phoenix at the same time and they were having a fight. And one person clearly knows how to use Paul Phoenix, and the second person doesn't. Is just button matching. Is that what it looked like?
I don't think that's how that works.
It was a mirror match. It was a mirror match.
It was a good analogy. I liked it.
No, I don't think I like that one.
Why not? Why don't you like that?
Anyways, I think that Jimmy and Jay definitely needed to. I don't know. I feel like they got robbed in some way. I don't know if it was them that came up with what they were doing. Or,
no, it wasn't. Like I said earlier, whoever produced their match.
It was like someone made a creative character and only give them super kicks as a move. And I was just waiting.
The splash.
The splash. I was waiting for like them to pull something out because I know they're not bad wrestlers, but like I don't know.
But remember, they've been a tag team for the longest.
Yeah, but they've also said they wanted to do this. They cut this promo and they said they wanted to do this for like ever.
Time.
You know,
yeah.
Brother versus brother matches are rarely ever good.
Owen Hart, freaking Bret Hart.
That's the only one.
I think
no.
Jeff and Matt was trash at Mania.
Jeff and Matt was pretty trash.
Are we talking about the story or the wrestling?
The match. The match
in totality.
Okay.
Story can be great. Match could be horrible. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso.
They had a great setup for Jimmy and Jay story wise, and they didn't do anything with it besides, you know what I'm saying? Like that was a big like air ball. I don't know how you did that.
Isn't that enough story for you?
Second, why the fuck is Jimmy's drink no yeet? And I was like, you couldn't have think of
he could have thought of
anything
something else. Yeah.
That's another problem I have with him.
And now we're gonna go baby.
Somebody tell me what Jimmy's character is.
He's
the third wheel.
He's just there.
The Steve Urkel of the bloodline.
He's the stooge. He's the stooge.
They fucked him up.
Not the Steve Urkel.
They should have just ran with the narrative that he didn't want his brother to be more successful with him at. They did that after the fact. They started with the I didn't want you to become Roman. So which one is it?
Exactly.
Like
that moment killed him.
Yeah, that's I didn't want you to become an asshole like him. Excuse me?
Right. Like what?
Yeah.
Excuse
I
me?
don't know.
And I was like, if you didn't want to become an asshole like you pulled him out the ring and then gave him a super kick. You're still not matching up with your words, buddy.
And they had him join that squad.
The bloodline after that fact. And I was like, you have got to be the stupidest person in this roster right now, bro.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. What you just said didn't add up. Your words aren't matching up. Everything you said just dumb as hell. Made no sense. But that's just me. It all culminated in a match that the promo package was fire. Because they were standing right behind each other. I was like, oh shit, this promo package is great. And then as soon as the match started, I was like, and second, I am sick and tired of two people that hate each other on the roster, letting both of them finish their entrances. We need to stop that.
Wait, say that again?
I said, I am sick and tired of two people who are in a grudge match or in a match that they hate each other, finishing their entrances. I don't want that no more.
Why? What's the reason?
I mean, yeah, just think about it. Like, think about it. Like, they used to interrupt each other. They used to make the feuds seem.
Yeah, if I have a blood feud with you, fuck your entrance. Fuck you. It's on site.
I'm attacking you on site. Thank you.
That's what he
AJ
means.
Styles and LA Knight. The very second AJ Styles came out, he ran. He darted toward the ring, and LA Knight darted out of the ring, and they started fighting.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I get. That's a good point. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm like, that was great. That shit like that makes your feud go from like a 4 or 5 star to like a 5-10 star match. Like, yo, it increases it because that's what they used to do. Like Stone Cold and The Rock, they barely finished each other's entrances. They fought before the bell rang, and then the bell rang every time. Like we've seen their entrances a million times. We don't really need to see it. If I'm in a blood feud with somebody, I'm going to attack you before let's go. Or you could be in the middle of your entrance. I'm just going to run up from the back and beat the shit out of you before you even finish your entrance, and we're fighting. Tommaso Ciampa and fucking Gargano, they barely finished their entrances half the time. Are you serious? I don't care about anything else. But yeah. The next match was Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Naomi in a Let's Protect Jade Cargill match versus Damage Control.
Damage Control looked really nice. Their team combos looked kind of crazy, and then it was just, let's not tag a Jade Cargill. Come on.
Oh my God.
It's like, if she's not ready, she's not ready.
She's not ready.
She looks ready. That's literally all it is.
4 matches. Put her on the road. Jesus crispy Christ. That shit. I was just like, first of all, Naomi, good. Bianca Belair, good. Jade Cargill, green as fuck. Still green as fuck, which is just confusing and fucking weird. Oh my God, that was so fucking weird. And I was just like, oh crap. We built up Jade Cargill for her first match to be... Oh, that's it?
I thought it was funny that on her, and then every time I see on social media, oh, Jade's debut on this, I'm like, didn't she already fucking debut? Like, where is she going? And then she had her go up against Chelsea Green, and I was like, that's funny. It's green versus green. Haha.
Chelsea Green.
I get it.
You get it? See what I did there? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I also want WWE to stop doing, side note with that, can we please stop? I know that there's so many jokes that with black people, if we see one other black person run, we're going to all start running because what the fuck you running for? You know, jokes of shit like that and whatever. But can we stop just putting all black people together? Can we just stop doing that? We don't all have to be together. You did the same shit with Bobby Lashley and MVP, and then you put Cedric over there with him, and you got Montez Ford, you got them over there with them, and then you got the big three because black women and black. Yes, I love it because it's representation. Yes, for the little girls and blah blah blah. I get it, I understand, but y'all can just have them friends. Y'all don't have to sit here and make a whole ass group for them. Please stop putting all black people together.
Yeah, I completely agree because it's just like I see them put them together. I was like, this is dumb because like they all gonna want the titles, and your tag team titles are fucking useless. Y'all had a good opportunity with the women's tag team titles, and you fumbled something crazy. So why are we still making women's tag teams? Just either A, make a women's mid card title, or B, get like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do honestly. Just the answer is not make more tag teams. That's not the answer.
Yeah, and again, this tag team is so it's like a Shield 2.0 with 2 wrestlers are great and 1 wrestler is just not there yet, and they're going to keep pushing her down our throat, and then people are going to be like, please stop
because of her looks. And I'm not saying, and I think Jade is beautiful, amazing body, she is beautiful, and she seems like she's a really nice woman, sweet woman, whatever like that. That's not what I'm calling into question. I'm calling into question her wrestling abilities. Because goddamn, how do you sit here and then go train with fucking Bryan Danielson, and you still ass? And I understand people are like, oh well, she hasn't been in the business this long and blah blah blah. No, but you was a TBS champion for like how long? You did this. You want to sit here and come on over and not sit here and say, hey guys, you can also do this thing that's called advocate for yourself. Just because if I was WWE that know I was going to branch over, I'd be like, hey guys, so part of this, I would like to actually go down to NXT so I can sit here and learn, train some more, learn the business, learn some more, because I unfortunately didn't get that opportunity with AEW, whatever. I was rushed out to the main roster. You can advocate for yourself. She did not do that, which is fine. You want to go to the main roster, you got to sit here and be ready because now all the work is going to be put on the two betters. And I'm not saying better as far as look wise, personality wise, nothing like that. I'm talking about ability wise, wrestling wise, because you have to fucking wrestle.
Naomi looks better.
I'm not commenting on none of this. I think they're all beautiful in their own way. I love I love all three of them.
I think Naomi is the 10 in that group.
Somebody in this group is the weaker link. It's somebody's the weakest link, and we all unfortunately know who it is.
Even her match with Chelsea Green was just ass and boring.
What you mean, man?
It wasn't her fault. They put her up against Chelsea Green.
It doesn't matter who you put her up
against. Charlotte, you could put her against Becky. You could put her against Mercedes Moné. You could put her against Dakota Kai. Anybody. It's not going to. They can only do but so much goddamn work. Like even we joke and say AJ Styles can make a broom look fucking good, but goddamn, the broom's gonna have to at least fall, tumble, something like.
Yeah.
So you think the issue with Naomi is her character or her moveset?
Naomi's
no. I was talking about Jade. Naomi.
Hey, yo,
I would like her to come back with maybe a different personality, but
yeah, you want to know why I'm proud of Naomi as a person and a wrestler? She started off as a funkadactyl and barely got any wrestling in and training in. Then literally started building her shit up, training, getting better, and then next thing you know, she's now good. She's actually hanging in there with a lot of people.
She's really good.
Yeah. She has her own moveset. She's good. Yeah. Think about her partner, Cameron. Cameron she started the same way, and Cameron was ass, and then had to go back down to NXT, and was still ass. And it's just like, yo, what?
She eventually got released.
Yeah. But like Naomi's good. I don't have any problem with Naomi on my end. It's just, she needs to stop dancing around like that, man. It makes everybody oh my god.
My apologies. I thought you were talking about Naomi.
No. I love Naomi. It's Jade.
Naomi. Love Bianca Belair.
So,
they're both great wrestlers. It's just fucking Jade Cargill. No.
And I know, again, it's because of the fact, which absolutely sucks, because I know it's because of her looks. Because, yes, she has an amazing body. None of us can sit here and deny that.
Top tier body, yes.
Top tier. It's mwah, chef's kiss, perfection. I love her more with the shorter cut than when she be having that bob. Totally fine, whatever like that. Again, not calling into question how she looks or whatever. I also don't know this woman personally. She looks amazing, and she seems like she's a really good person. It's just wrestling. It's just unfortunately.
Loves her daughter.
It's just unfortunately in this industry still. It is also depending on how you look. And unfortunately, where she is, it's not because of her wrestling ability, because she's not there. It's because of how she looks.
And are you trying to say that she looks too masculine?
No.
Because how that she is a strong, beautiful, just perfection of a goddess, black woman. That's the reason why she is in. That's why they're not like, hey, go down to NXT. Hey, such and such. It's the same thing. It's the opposite effect as with Lacey Evans, because Lacey Evans was blonde, big tits, whatever like that. That's why she was able to just come up to the main roster. That's a whole different thing.
She didn't need to be in. And you know how Charlotte is, but Charlotte had the opposite effect because that was Vince. Now with Triple H, we already know Charlotte Seth is going to come back and be like, championship match. She'll be like, I had to earn it because Triple H is smarter. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But like I said, this Jade Cargill thing, the match itself was okay, but Jade Cargill almost had nothing to do with this 8-minute match. Literally, Dakota Kai, even with a knee brace, is still better than Jade Cargill. Asuka is always going to be better than everybody in the match. Kairi Sane is going to be better than everybody in the match.
Jade will not be anywhere near the level of any of those women. Probably in her entire career. She will be at most comparable.
So let me ask y'all this then. Do y'all think that they, instead of bringing her to the main roster, they should have threw her down at NXT?
Yes.
I mean, she should have had a run at NXT, yes, but they're not going to put someone who is. When you look like a star like that, like if you walked into a room and you had Naomi, Io, Bailey, Jade, Charlotte, and you said, and they asked you, who is the star? Like, who is the biggest star in this room? Everyone will probably look at Jade Cargill and say she's the biggest star just by her natural appearance, how she carries herself, and all that.
Yeah.
In the ring, she ain't got it. Again, I don't know if she'll ever get it. She might, but right now, she's not. She don't have it in the ring.
So what was all the hype with her at AEW?
It's how she looks.
It's how she looked. That's literally what I was. Yeah.
She has the presence. She has that presence where you can send her out there. She can talk. Talk it all up. She can make it. It's like being a chef, and you can make a glorious sandwich. It can look like the greatest sandwich in the entire world, but the moment you bite in, you're like, "What the fuck did I just eat?"
Right. Yeah.
It's exactly what Jade is. She on the surface. Again, this is about the wrestler, not the person.
Yeah.
She looks like a grade A wrestler. You look at, she got the physique. She got everything WWE will want. The look, the physique, the presence, the talk, everything. But when she steps in the ropes, you get mediocrity or less than.
Yeah, green. It was just green.
But again,
green.
She's not there. And see, this is the thing. This is why she left WWE.
AEW.
You can get away with that in WWE. You can't get away with that in New Japan. You can't get away with that in AEW, really. They tried it. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
In WWE, however, they can mask that. She can get away with just the appearance, just the aura.
Yeah.
Because they can hide it. They can have her do squash matches. They can have her in a 5-minute match with maybe Bianca down the line when she eventually turns heel. They can have her go out there and just cut promos and shit on people.
Oh,
they can.
Go let Gus out.
The fans don't really give a shit because she looks great. She looks cool. She's a superhero, quote quote.
Yeah.
That is what she is, and obviously, I give it a year and a half, 2 years, she'll be in Hollywood anyway. So she's not there. I'm not saying she doesn't like wrestling, but she probably is going to get the opportunities.
She's going to be the new Charlotte Flair. Mm-hmm. She's going to be another Charlotte Flair.
No,
at least Charlotte can wrestle.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think this is what I think. She will go to WWE. She will, and I'm not saying Jay doesn't like wrestling.
Yeah.
I think she likes wrestling because if she didn't like wrestling, she wouldn't be doing it. But ultimately, I think the end goal for Jade is she's going to be in WWE. She'll become tag champs with Bianca. It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The matches will pretty much play mostly the same, where she'll most likely more often than not get the hot tag.
Mm-hmm.
But the end trajectory is for her to basically push herself into Hollywood. I think that's where Jay wants to be, more so than in the ring.
I don't doubt it.
WWE will give her those opportunities more than any other promotion ever.
Yeah.
That way, what happens at that point is she goes to Hollywood and then she becomes an attraction.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, her wrestling ability at that point doesn't really matter, because she would then be an attraction who goes in there and shuts up some random heel, because then at that point she'll probably be babyface, or she'll be a heel Hollywood type character. But she'll be able to go in there and shut up whoever in about a 5 to 6 minute match or something. Or maybe she'll do what she did against Chris Statlander and maybe actually pull out a comparable match. I think she will get comparable, but I don't think she'll ever get, her look will not match her. I think she'll get comparable. I think she'll be on there and be able to handle herself eventually. But I do think her trajectory is going to be Hollywood and then part-time attraction for Jade Cargill. That's where I think all this ends up for her.
Honestly, though, part of it, you could argue with this new Triple H era that they're calling it, It's more so based on the actual wrestler itself than the production of it all. So she could honestly fall behind it, to your point, if she doesn't put in the work in the ring, if she doesn't allow iron to sharpen iron, her going against people like Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, because it's going to happen. She's going to face the 4 Horsewomen. So,
she's
going to win. Because
that's the thing about WWE. They prioritize the aura and the presence more than the wrestling, even in Triple H, because Triple H, he has his wrestlers already. Right? Yeah. He has the Mia Yim, the Candice LeRae's, the Io, the Kairis. He has them. Where Jade fits is that aura, that presence, that eventual PR figure, this larger-than-life character that will, like I said, she will eventually be an attraction. Where she comes in, and this is probably a couple years down the line, but once she steps into Hollywood, and because it's coming, it's going to happen, and she gets that rub, she gets that going, she will be 1,000% attractive. Where she might wrestle at the big shows, SummerSlam, Mania.
She gonna turn
Rumble.
into like a Rock type personality.
Yeah. Basically. But again, I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. I think it may be a year and a half, 2 years. She definitely will probably be women's champ before then.
For sure.
But the eventual goal is, that's what I said, she'll just be comparable. I think she'll be, name a woman who's comparable in the ring, but not all that great. I mean, she'll be I don't want to say Carmella, because Carmella is actually good at times. I like Carmella. She's not bad. She will be a tier below Alexa Bliss.
Who? Jade?
Yeah, you know what?
In the ring.
I'll take a look. Yeah.
I'll let that go. I'll just let it go.
Alexa is comparable, but she's not great. She's
in
comparable.
the ring, agreed, but her character makes up for it, and
it's fucking simps. It's the simps that make up that try to justify her.
Alexa's babyface is god awful.
I like Alexa
I'm
as a
talking
heel.
about her heel, not her babyface. Yeah.
I like her never. I like none of it.
And by Alexa, we're talking about Alexa when she's actually the goddess, not this fiend garbage shit.
Exactly, yeah. I'm talking about the goddess.
Goddess Alexa. Say what you will.
Go ahead.
Goddess Alexa on the mic was great.
Dope. Yep.
I loved her on the mic. Mm-hmm. Now, everything else, whatever. But babyface, heel Alexa back then on the mic, gold. Loved it. She was almost like female Miz. Because Miz on the mic as a heel at times was gold. And then Alexa turned babyface at some point, and well,
it all went downhill from there.
But yeah, I think Jade will be a tier below Alexa in the ring. I think Alexa's comparable in the ring.
Yeah.
But again, you look at her and she can talk. So it saves Alexa.
Yeah, essentially.
I just think they need to let Jade develop more and let her not be as fucking stiff, because that's my problem. She's so goddamn stiff in the ring.
Well, first of all, she's a babyface. First of all, she's a babyface. Jade does not fit babyface, in my opinion.
No, she does not.
No, neither does Bianca.
Lightest.
Yeah.
Bianca
is different. She can do whatever.
Bianca made it work, but it's run its course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. Babyface Bianca is for like it's a short time. Other than that, she needs to go back to heel.
What I would love is to see them use this, make sure, because like you said earlier, they're foreshadowing it, obviously, that they're about to be a tag team, being Bianca and Jade. So I would like to see them win the titles.
They're winning those titles. Damage Control is a bunch of fucking losers, man.
To even be fair, actually, even
turn into a heel turn though.
Well, even with Bianca, I wouldn't even necessarily. I would have said Bianca was kind of like, even like her being like a tweener, like that kind of just that in between. Like, hey, you don't even go here. You lost. When she was on that type shit, where it's like that kind of that in between, not really heel, just whatever.
I
I'm just
got
doing me, which is what
That
I
was
would
her
say
late
would
run.
fit.
Yeah, that was her late run in NXT. That's basically what she was. Like her
Yeah.
last.
Yeah,
run.
I would probably say tweener Bianca. That was fine. That I was fine with that.
Yeah.
But again, the reason why they're baby faces is because somebody in their group also is a baby face, and we have not seen a heel Naomi. At least I don't think we have. So
Yeah,
it's not
it's
going to
been a
make.
while.
Yeah, it's
Been
been
a
a
while.
while.
Okay.
It's been a long
Team
time.
Bad, remember?
Yeah. Okay.
Team Bad.
So yeah, you're gonna obviously Naomi came back. She's babyface. You're not just automatically then about to just switch her, have her do a big show, and then just switch heel, just to switch her back to babyface because you're gonna make her stay a babyface. So
Well,
it just that's why black baby faces.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I don't think they're gonna put. I don't see why, and I don't think they're gonna put Naomi in that faction. One, I think Bianca Belair is more than enough to put over. You know what I mean? Put over Jade. I don't think they need both of them there. And then I think from what I've been seeing the past couple shows on SmackDown, they're using Naomi to put over Tiffany Stratton.
I got a question. Do you guys, to my earlier statement, do you think they need a women's mid-card title?
Yeah.
I've always said this. If y'all go back to a few of the like our older streams, I've literally always said this before they even had the tag. You can ask Wildfang and Dirk. I've literally said this continuously because I'm like, what the fuck are y'all fighting for? It's just only the main belt for the women's, and then they came out with the tag shits, and I'm like, the fuck.
This because at the time, all of them,
made no sense.
Everyone was in a tag team at the time. When it's fine, but like y'all buried the tag titles. So like, it's either you add the mid card title, or you axe the tag. Either way, you're axing the tag titles because you're not doing anything relevant with them. You're not.
Yeah, not at all.
Tag teams. With
not
them.
at all.
Well, I will say that WWE has kind of slightly. Well, I think they still. I have to spend such a minute since I have to look at their full complete roster again. But would have the better women, better caliber women than AEW. At least what AEW did right, even though they had Jade hold it for like over a fucking year, was they had a women's championship. So you had the women's AEW championship, and then you had the TBS championship. So it gave other storylines and other shit to do and to go for. Now, if WWE was good enough to create storylines where we don't need a championship to fight for, but it's not there yet, and I don't think it's going to be for quite some time. So you're going to need something else for these women to fight for. That's not the shitty tags.
I agree. Now, what I think they fucked up when they took the titles off of what was that tag team called between Isla Dawn and Alba Fire?
Yeah, see, the fact that you had to go, what was the tag team called is the problem.
Exactly.
Hey, but still, that's my point though. They were on fire from NXT. They merged the tag titles. They brought the tag titles from NXT up to the main roster. They were on fire for like the first month of them being on the main roster. Then all of a sudden they lost, got jobbed, and now they're not even on TV no more.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't see the purpose of why they took the tag titles and put them in a faction that was already well over already without you adding those titles to the mix. And there was already a title within that faction already. I think that's where they went wrong with the women's tag.
Makes sense. But moving on to the next match, because we've been harping on Jade for a while. Sami Zayn versus Gunther
Best
match.
It was a really good match.
Yeah. That match just showed that Gunther was there, man.
Gunther is that guy.
He was that guy.
That mother-loving guy.
Challenging for one of these titles.
It's not gonna happen yet. It's not gonna happen yet. He's gonna get his moment at WrestleMania, and he's finally gonna win a Royal Rumble match. I'm calling it now.
No,
the Royal Rumble's going to him.
They're pulling the trigger on him at SummerSlam.
No.
He doesn't need the Rumble.
He does.
He does not.
He really doesn't.
He does. And
after that reign, he doesn't.
On a simple note, that he lost the Rumble twice in a row after making it to the ending. They're not going to do him dirty like that.
Bro, but think of it like this. He's
that's still a feat in itself.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's still a feat in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, he really doesn't need a Rumble win. He needs. They can literally do you think Randy Orton needs a Rumble win at this point?
No, but Gunther and Randy Orton are not two different. They're two different.
I know, but the way they built Gunther, he doesn't need the Rumble. He really doesn't. He needs to be put in a situation where he can get a championship rematch or a match in and of itself.
The way I see it, if he goes back after the mid-card title for the earlier part of this year, okay, cool, that makes sense, But I just, for multiple reasons, I don't think it's smart to put Gunther in a world title picture, especially so soon after your top heel and face that you've been pushing for the past year just won their title. You clearly know if they go into them going to WrestleMania, or SummerSlam, I'm willing to bet they're going to keep their titles because Triple H isn't about short title reigns.
Yeah, and I get that because he inherited one of the worst title reigns in all time. By the way, I forgot exactly what I put. Roman Reigns only defended his belt 36 times. Yeah, that is terrible. No, in 1,000 days, that is fucking awful.
I think it was 50. No, it was 56, and then
it was 36.
I swore it was 56. The reason why I said that is because I know Seth Rollins doubled the number.
He did double the number.
Yeah, because his was 100 something.
Yeah. Give me a second. I can actually just scroll up. But yeah, Roman Reigns title reign. He did not.
Pretty sure it was
31 title defenses in 10 days.
That's sad.
That is fucking awful.
That's crazy.
What is 1310?
1,310. I'm sorry, but I just said 1310. In 31 title defenses in 1,310 days is very bad.
I agree. It's very sad.
That is worse.
Is that worse than Brock Lesnar's?
That is worse than Brock Lesnar's.
I think it is because of the amount of time that he's held the title.
Exactly. Because he held the title. So that means per year, he had 10 matches.
Trash.
Which doesn't look good.
And then Seth Rollins had it for a little less than a year. It was 320 days or something like that.
And Seth Rollins has 25.
Yeah.
And that's why people are outraged about Rhea right now, because they're like, Roman was fucking allowed to be injured or just not be on TV for X amount of time with his title. Now Rhea is injured and she's gonna be shelved for a little bit. No, she has to vacate the title.
Yeah, there's a difference. Rhea's not Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Sad. It's sad, but that's the fucking truth.
Honestly, I wouldn't want her to keep the title anyways. It's just taking away from opportunities on somebody else that they could build up.
Nah, she's red hot right now. It's actually very unfortunate that she has to vacate, especially since
it doesn't matter because she's not gonna lose her heat. When she comes back, niggas are gonna go crazy.
Are they?
Hey.
Yes.
Are they? Because she said she's gonna be shelved for months.
She said months.
Bro, look at every single person who has been in a situation where they've been put over. They're over with the crowd like how Rhea is, and something happens where they have
Becky
to go
Lynch.
away. Every time they come back, it's insane. She's not gonna lose her heat.
I don't think
Becky
she's gonna
Lynch
have
came
all the
back.
momentum that she has though. Go ahead, Spirit.
No, I should say it happened with Becky Lynch and came back. She was hotter.
Yeah.
And then that's how we got to the whole was that the one, the man persona?
Do you guys think they're
Big Time? That was big. Yeah, Big Time Bex. That was Big Time Bex. Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
People think Liv is getting the title.
No,
I hope so. I really do.
I think so. Actually,
there's no one else. So.
Based on how she's number 2 right now, and they're gonna turn her heel. Based on what I saw in the promo already.
I don't think that makes sense. Only because if they turn her heel, then when Rhea comes back, what is she?
Rhea's gonna be a babyface. She's pretty much already a babyface, man. She's
essentially
over with the fans. It's pretty much a
she's reached the Randy status where she can do what she wants.
Essentially,
that's a good comparison. The Randy status, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. So people are mad. People, if you go on Twitter or X, whatever, you'll see people are really, really pissed off about it, and there's just so much hate on Liv Morgan right now.
Now that I don't like. I don't like.
A lot of people don't like it too. There's comments. There's definitely comments saying don't blame her because she didn't really do anything. But
yeah, essentially, what I'm really gonna say is, it's most likely she's either actually injured or she's actually taking time off to go, to her wedding.
I think she's injured.
Yeah,
I think
she's still injured, but she also, I wouldn't be surprised if you just start seeing wedding photos, and I'm gonna be like, oh, okay.
Well, I mean, she could still walk around.
Yeah.
She's good. I'm sure she'll be at the wedding and she'll be having a good time, but I'm pretty sure she didn't want to leave her hyping red hot title run to just get married for a second and then have to come back months later. No.
I don't see why she wouldn't want to. What?
No. You could get married, and I'm not gonna want to take, especially if I'm in the middle of like the best run of my career. I'm not gonna want to take off, get married, and then leave for months.
What?
No.
First of all,
I'm gonna ride the wave.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna. All right.
It depends. It depends on. Because I know what Bianca, when she did her, I mean, first of all, her journey was also like, she was on vacation sending recorders in, which I thought was funny, but she wasn't gone for that long. Charlotte was gone for a hot minute, but they probably agreed upon that. She probably was like, man, fucking ain't shit going on here. I'm chilling with my Spanish god boo.
They wrote them both off of the show at that point. Rhea just randomly, like, this was completely out of nowhere. There was no build up to this.
You're right.
Yeah, it probably is an injury, but still.
Yeah.
People are saying it's concussion based. They're sidelining her for concussion.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw her in a sling in the ring, so I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I think it's the arm injury. Concussion doesn't make any sense because I'm like, I'm actually going to say.
I think when she got kicked and her elbow bounced against the, if you look at the video, she breaks her fall against the wall with her elbows.
Ah, damn, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. But at the end of the day, I still wouldn't blame Liv Morgan. And we don't know what goes on behind the scenes of wrestling. I'm pretty sure, whatever happened. But
obviously, it was not. I don't think she's literally sitting here meant to do it on purpose. Obviously.
Okay. Next match is the Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins in a
tomato.
Two things was called. Spirit said The Rock is going to be gassed really early. That actually happened. The Rock was clearly gassed, and Darkwave called that their Bloodline was going to win the match, and that actually did happen. So, congratulations.
To be fair, that was the only thing that made sense.
Darkwave, we won awards.
But Darkwave said, and then what he said after that was so correct that by the time I ended night one, I was just like, no fucking way. No, they're not going to do it. And sure enough, they did it in night two. So we'll talk about night two in a moment. But this match was genuinely okay. Honestly, I wasn't 110% into the match because some of the shit that was actually happening on my screen was just utter nonsense. But okay.
When The Rock was like, if you count, you're fired. I was like, all right.
I was like, that doesn't make any sense. You're a part of the board. You are not in charge.
Like Dwayne, I'm not even calling him The Rock anymore. I'm like Dwayne.
If I was Triple H, I'm surprised Triple H didn't make his presence known and be like, stop demanding the rules of my referees. You better follow the rules 110% or something. I'm like, Triple H, are you not in charge right now?
I know. I wanted to hear time to play that game. So
exactly, bro. And I was like,
dude, gonna hear that again. Not in with him suited up for the ring.
Yeah, but when these motherfuckers did the double pedigree in honor of Triple H, I was hyped. I was like, oh shit.
I did not like Cody's pedigree.
It was awful.
God, his pedigree. Cody needs to stop that. Please take that out your honor stone.
Oh no, he just did it for that match.
I could have swore he did it again. I could have swore I saw Cody do a pedigree.
Cody's been doing it sometime now. He's been doing it off and on.
Yeah, I don't like him. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I don't like his.
I'm also starting.
I don't know. I don't know if it's he's little, which is not really cool because Seth Rollins is kind of little-ish, smallish-ish, maybe. Seth Rollins,
that's a great.
But I don't know if he's Cody.
Partly with The Rock.
Yes,
because he was doing it on The Rock, and The Rock was so stiff. So
The Rock has never
tired.
been good at
Because he's
doing a
fucking
pedigree.
tired.
Yeah, he was gassed at that point.
So Cody had to probably like do it, like whatever.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
The Rock was gassed, and the amount of cheating in this match was pointlessly stupid. It made no sense, and it was just overly produced. I wish they calmed that shit down completely. Like it was okay, but if you're gonna say who carried the match, it was Roman, Seth, and fucking Cody Rhodes. The Rock had nothing to do with carrying that match. He just did random shit to the point where a belt decided the fact that Cody Rhodes is gonna lose the match. Which again, I'm sick of Cody Rhodes doing something. Like it's very obvious something's gonna happen when Cody Rhodes does the crossroads and then he starts to take your body and backs up into the ropes.
I think Cody needs to stop doing the triple crossroads. It's devaluing his finisher, just like the stomp is useless now. Whenever Seth hits a stomp, I'm like, okay, you're gonna kick out, aren't you? Oh, they kicked out.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's the same thing with the crossroads now.
Yeah, but at during his match on night 2, he definitely did a Faymaster. He did not do a stomp the second one of those times. I was like, oh, okay, that's a Faymaster. But regardless, the match was okay. It was decent, slightly, but I was thoroughly like, what is going to happen? And then by the time it ended, I was like, okay, that's 2 things that 2 people called in that night. And then we had to move on to night 2. And I don't know why The Rock had a fucking belt, the People's Champion. He really, 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 really wanted to make it about himself.
And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is no disrespect to anyone's family. I know that whatchamacallit said, such and such widow gave Muhammad Ali's widow gave to him. I don't give a fuck who gave him that. I don't care. I don't care if Mary, mother of Joseph, gave that to him. I don't care. Take that shit off.
Yeah, don't be walking around with that like you're a champion. That didn't make any sense to me.
I mean,
do what you gotta do.
I'm fine with it because of the sentimental value to him. It's fine. I just don't think that he should have been presenting it like a championship. But like, I kind of like
exactly.
I don't think he should have came out at WrestleMania with it. But I can understand maybe walking around on Raw or like something like that.
Yeah. If
it's that sentimental, how about you just keep it in your house in a glass case? That's what I do with stuff that's sentimental to me. That's just me, and I'm not even a billionaire or millionaire.
Yeah,
100%.
That's just me.
Let's move on to night 2. Before I flip
please.
the fuck up.
Some of us has work in like a couple hours.
Yeah, night 2. Let's talk about that Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins match. It was actually pretty funny. It was actually
ultimate
pretty good.
finishers, unlimited finishers, man.
It was unlimited finishers and creative ways to try to get your finisher on each other. And Drew McIntyre won in the end because, But then Drew McIntyre did something that confused the shit out of me. He had a touch of dumb heel syndrome, a rare disease that happens every blue moon. Dumb heel syndrome is, slightly worse than dumb babyface syndrome. Slightly. But yeah, dumb heel syndrome, and decided to mock CM Punk for 5 minutes.
Yes, because he's obsessed, and that's what cost him his belt.
Yeah,
that's what he was gonna do.
Yeah,
and he did it. My thing is, Triple H, you did Drew so dirty. You did Drew so dirty. We had Drew get over with the fans. You had Drew build up his story, talk about some, I didn't get my moment in front of the crowd. Finally gets his moment in front of the crowd, and we're gonna get Damian Priest to come in the next 3 seconds. Come on.
Well, yes, because he had his moment. He won.
He won. He had his moment. But I'm gonna say this now: they put themselves at a crossroads. Had Damian Priest not cashed in his belt, he would have been the single dumbest Money in the Bank winner in history.
It had to happen like that.
That means the contract would have ran out at the end of the night, and he would have had to go back and get the other one.
Exactly. Thank you.
So if I can remember the rules at WrestleMania, it ends
bro.
because
No, it does not. It ends at Money in the Bank. He still has months.
Oh, okay, so he would have had the belt for months, or had the Money in the Bank briefcase for months, but he still would have been the dumbest.
This was the best opportunity, and they did it. And the story of Drew was winning in front of fans. He did that.
Exactly.
His story wasn't having an actual title run.
In actuality, that storyline was probably the best one.
Same as Cody, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for real.
Cody was meant to win the title. It wasn't to have an actual reign with the belt. So if he got cashed in, I would have laughed at that too.
Oh yeah, I would have laughed at it. But yeah, Drew McIntyre. And then on next night on Raw, he said it's on site to CM Punk. And as soon as Spirit heard that, she said, "Wait, he's going to the cookout?" I'm like, "Hey yo, shut up,
man, that was hilarious, bro."
No,
I'm like, who you been hanging around with?
Right? Next time we're gonna see Drew, we gonna have a damn do-rag and some Timbs on.
Hey yo, shut up.
And he got some Timbs.
You gonna have the Timbs on, yeah. That Claymore gonna be crazy with the Timbs.
You gonna get rid of that little shit?
Shit.
If we gonna do a kip up and then the Timbs gonna come off first and then he'll hop back in the tent. Yeah, there we
They're
go.
gonna have to walk to the ring like JTG used to.
But yes, Drew McIntyre has literally been one of the best heels on the roster. He's been great. And the fact that he's starting a program with a person that's not even able to wrestle right now is great, and he's just been great.
Well,
and then CM Punk continues to antagonize this man, and it's been great, and I love it. I can't wait for their match.
And I also think that him and what's my man's name? Him and not Cody Rhodes.
Damian Priest?
No, Seth Rollins. There we go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Him and Seth Rollins literally carried WrestleMania.
They did, yes.
From the road to WrestleMania to the actual WrestleMania itself, they carried WrestleMania. Two people.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
So
next, we have Damian. Oh yeah, Damian Priest cashed in, and we all said that. Then we have the Pride. The fuck is the Pride? Oh my God, they really named them the Pride.
But they didn't even come out as that, bro. They came out as Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits with B-Fab. Literally, that's how they were announced.
They didn't get their name until after.
So they're called the Pride.
Now
is that not just another black name? Yes. Am I tripping here?
I mean, I like it better than the fucking Street Profits.
I'd rather them be called the Street Profits because the Street Profits was great.
Nah, that shit pissed me off. The first time I seen them, the Street Profits, and they had their solo cups, I was like, oh nah. Get them off.
Give me JTG, prime time guys. So give me
but no fucking
Look,
way.
I ain't want to say nothing, but
Lion though? Are we Lion King now?
Dog.
Okay, whatever.
Yes, Lion King, Black Africa, Black people. Yes, that's literally.
That match was so
the shirt with the fist up. I was like, dog, come on, bro.
I'm going to say this now. This match was the equivalent of Jay versus Jimmy Uso.
I didn't watch it.
It was literally in one. I don't know if you guys noticed on this screen. 8 minutes. Fucking. Oh, yeah, it's 8 minutes, and it was a street fight, and Bubba Ray Dudley came out, and it was just boring. No one was excited, and everybody was like, okay. And then it ended.
It was literally, personally, I would compare it more to the Ray match. And I say that because it was just something for the fans.
Yeah.
There's no real wrestling involved. They brought back OGs to kind of, like, sweeten up the crowd. But, it wasn't really a wrestling match.
Yeah. And again, the Final Testament, I don't know what the fuck happened. But I'm glad they're on NXT right now.
Yep, exactly.
Because right now, they're not doing anything. They need to stay away.
Triple H fucked up, bro. He fucked Karrion, or Vince fucked Karrion Kross. Triple H revived them by putting him with the AOP. I thought that was tough, and the next thing you know, they wasted.
He messed up by having the two brand new factions face each other.
They should have had them up against the Judgment Day.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that would actually be good.
And Karrion versus the Judgment Day would have been nice. Karrion and the AOP versus them would have been a good little thing. That would have been
perfect.
They should have gave them the tag titles and called it a day.
Yep. Next, we got LA Knight versus AJ Styles. It was a good match. It started up, and it it literally stayed at the top pace for it till the match ended with LA Knight winning. Unfortunately, they devalued the match the next night and then the night after, or the Friday after, because they're getting a rematch because they both won their respective matches.
Now, I'm not gonna hold you. Sorry, AJ Styles match. That triple threat was some hot fire. That match was crazy good.
It was crazy good, but that's why I said it devalued the match immediately because they're going to be rematching on the next pay-per-view.
Which means LA Knight is going to be the first person to challenge for whose title is it this again? It's heavyweight or it's Cody? Right? I think it's Cody. I'm pretty sure it's Cody. It's Cody.
I'm pretty positive it was Dave. Whatever. Who cares?
It's Cody. Because Cody was talking about my opponents, or we're gonna.
Oh yeah. It's Cody. Whoever wins this match goes against Cody.
Yeah.
Next is another part-timer versus with ISHO Speed for some fucking reason. Which as soon as I saw the Prime bottle walking down with him, I was like, oh wow, we're gonna repeat exactly what happened the last time.
This was because Speed, by the way, just joined Prime, so that's why.
Okay. Don't. All right. So I just wanted, because I know we're gonna get to it. Mm-hmm. That little moment, outside of the match, that little moment where Randy Orton kicked the living hell out of Speed and then RKO'd him. I'm sorry, but that was one of my top WrestleMania moments, bro. That is hilarious. I've watched the clip of that at least 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, but funny. And if I was a part of WWE and Speed came back in the stage, I would have said, my dude, seriously, next time, do not go as OC as you did. You literally had the censors freaking the fuck out. You said the N-word, you said the F-word, you're just cussing up a storm. Like, what are you doing?
Nah,
that's who Speed is. That's who he is. Literally, that's his whole persona. So I already knew as soon as I seen him, it was going to be crazy.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I was like, oh, wow, they just repeated exactly. This is just a repeat of the last time the Prime bottle came down with Logan Paul.
I agree.
And now I'm going to say this. Logan Paul should not have a belt at all. I don't know why the fuck they keep the belt on.
I understood why they gave it to him in the first place. But I don't think he needs one anymore. I think what they wanted him to do, he's done for WWE.
I get it.
That's the thing. He's still doing it. Like, even with the Prime, you notice the Prime logo on the ring. He's still bringing in that money low key. The problem, I think, is that he needs to be on TV more.
Yeah.
Because his matches are not the problem. Like,
it's not that he has bad matches. They just need They just need to have
he's
him
a temporary belt. He's a temporary champion, and he's a part-time champion, and I don't like part-time champions. I don't care who you are. Like, if you're not there, if you're barely there, I don't care if you put on matches that are 5 stars or 10 stars or 1,000,000 stars. You should not have the belt. That's literally something that, we need to start grasping in all of these wrestling promotions. You shouldn't have a part-time person with a belt. It devalues your belt completely. I don't care if you have, I've had the belt for 22 million days. Like, no, I don't give a fuck. You barely defended this shit. Once a pay-per-view?
Yeah, I agree.
No. Like, Roman Reigns only has 31 title defenses in like 3 years. No, what?
I'm gonna let Triple H cook. He's talking about it's a new era. I want to see what he's talking about.
Hey,
I don't think all the championship reigns are gonna be long.
Yeah, he better put their seasoning on that cook.
Yeah, they're not.
He talking about cooking. Okay, you can cook all you want, but if you're not cooking with no seasoning, it's gonna be nasty. So
exactly.
I mean, so far he did something. He did something good today with the championship. The new championship was nice.
All right, that's fine. We're gonna let him cook, but if he don't add the seasoning, he gonna make a potato salad with raisins.
Not everyone leads long title reigns, so
yeah, that doesn't matter about that one. It's just how your title reign is.
Like next, I said, if they're calling us the Avengers, as I said, it just goes downhill from here.
Downhill, bro. The next thing I want to talk about is Bayley versus Io Sky in a great women's match. There's an actual match that I say was a little bit better than the Rhea Ripley one, and I was right. The match was good. It had a lot of good story. I love Io Sky's entrance music. It's always going to be one of the best to me, especially if you turn up the bass. And these are 2 top tier wrestlers in their company. I had no problem with the match. It was fucking great.
Only problem I had, was the ending, the finisher. I just hate
Because you remember, the belly to belly was the dumbest finisher in wrestling because it's just a regular belly.
See that though, bro? This whole rose plant thing, it's like
Yeah, the
Son,
rose
Io
plant
could have even
sucked.
The rose
the way
plant-
she wanted to.
is her worst finisher, but the elbow drop, I wish she kept the elbow drop as the main finisher. She did all three of her finishers: the belly to belly, elbow drop, and then the rose plant.
It's safe because Bush McCullough got the elbow drop.
Who?
Curry.
I know, but Bailey's is like Macho Man Randy Savage's. She literally does it the exact same way he did it.
Yeah, Curry got the super elbow drop.
Yeah, Kyrie goes in the air, it jumps to the top of the rafters, and then falls down on you with her legs all the way in the air. You're like, oh my god! If she misses, she is fucked. That type of elbow drop. Bailey does the Macho Man Randy Savage, which looks devastating because her elbow is straight, like legit, 90-degree angle, freaking sideways. Ah! And you're like, oh goddamn, Bailey, that joint is magnificent. But yeah.
I don't care for her current finisher, but it could be better. It could be
Yeah, she could have something better. But you also got to remember, Charlotte Flair has the joint when she jumps over your head and just, does a small cutter, which doesn't make any logical sense.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what Bailey's is. I mean, Alexa's is.
Gable just turned heel.
It's not a.
Oh no, that's
We
so
all knew that
obvious.
was gonna happen,
don't
yeah.
say it. Damn.
Who turned
We
heel?
all knew that was gonna happen. Chad
Gable.
I knew it was coming, but I wanted to see it.
What?
He's saying he wanted to see it himself.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I
But
knew
we
it
all
was
knew it
coming.
was gonna happen.
Yeah. One thing they need to get better at is WWE. Their foreshadowing is like really crazy, bro. You could get a whole storyline.
You can literally guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Now,
pretty sure we all knew that for at least the last month. It was gonna be like that.
that was gonna happen. But let's talk about this next match because the one thing that was said by Darkwave, and so I said he's the champion tonight. He said on the last podcast that we had that the Bloodline's going to win the tag match, and then the main match is going to be a Bloodline rules match, and then after that it's going to be an overproduced mess. And sure enough, the Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns match was so overproduced that for 10 minutes, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns was not in the ring at all. They were both not in the ring for 10 minutes.
Let's see.
Honestly though, I felt like that's the one match, and I know this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, but that is the one match in my opinion where I'm okay with how it ended and how everything that went at him.
Dog.
Yes, I would have loved to see them wrestle more, but
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
and I
it's
get
Roman
you.
Reigns we're talking about.
And I get you, and I understand. But the match was still overproduced garbage at the same time. It was a good match.
It was definitely
It was
garbage,
definitely over fucking produced.
but in my
Fucking
opinion,
when
it's like how can you end this
exactly
in
and
a regular wrestling match when you have somebody like Roman Reigns? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
and when
he's
this
not
man
gonna-
Cody Rhodes did too, and then Solo came out. Oh no, Jimmy came out, and then it was just like okay. So Jimmy came out, Jay came out, speared that man off the fucking stage. Then he did 2 more crossroads, and then and again, this is why I was like, dog, every time you do 3 crossroads and you back up to the ropes, you know somebody's going to interrupt. He did 2 more crossroads. He got Samoan spiked and got Samoan spiked / speared, kicked out. And then fucking John Cena came out of nowhere. And I was like, John Cena? Ew. And then John Cena's hair tried to leave before John Cena.
Hey, oh my god.
Yeah, that bald spot's ridiculous. Also, Lil Wayne, let's back it up. Lil Wayne, big ass bald spot in the middle of Jey Uso's entrance was crazy. He turned
You said who? No. Well, Lil Wayne, we already knew Lil Wayne was sitting there getting bald because ever since Lil Wayne been talking bullshit, the ancestors been coming back and snatching his fucking dreads and hair. So that's why he losing his hair. Cause he ancestors, nope. That's one thing. You want to have some dreads and shit? You want to rock the hairstyle of ancestors? Don't talk no foolishness. They will come back and snatch your shit.
Hey, yo. Speaking of Lil
I
Wayne,
feel like
that
they gave him a
performance
big
was so
bag.
bad, yo.
Well, I think originally he was supposed to perform a new song because that's what they said. They were supposed to. He has the Carter 6 coming out, his new album. So I think he was supposed to tease a new song, and then I guess they changed last second.
It was. I don't think anything in regard to his performance had to do with him. I think that WWE did him dirty, and I also don't think that somebody like Lil Wayne should have been at fucking WWE in the first place.
Thank you.
But you already had Meek Mill, you already had Wale there.
I mean,
Who else
was they gonna have? Pitbull again?
Bro. That shit was so.
Who else was they gonna have? They was gonna have Pitbull again.
No.
Would you rather Lil Wayne or Pitbull?
If you have Meek Mill, you might as well summon the Diddler. He's
no.
Oh my god!
I'm calling him the Diddler. Jesus Christ.
Anyways, my point is that at the end of the day, it hurt Wayne more than it helped him. But I'm pretty sure he only took it in the first place because they gave him a fat check.
Most likely.
Wait down on them goddamn kids. Yeah, he needs some fucking money.
Yeah. But
plus he does like wrestling too, so I'm sure that's another reason.
Hey, back to what I was saying.
Who does wrestling?
No, he doesn't.
Wayne
he probably
likes
like wrestling in the 90s.
Is that where his dress got snatched up from?
Probably.
Like, come on, bro. That man does not like wrestling. Bro. He has never been to a show.
That's how he got the ball.
Mentioned a wrestler.
Yes, he has. What are you
He has been
about?
on the show. They pointed at him in the crowd one time.
And he has mentioned wrestlers in his rap. Everyone has.
The only time he probably mentioned wrestlers was the Street Profits because he saw the red solo cups and he thought they probably also be slipping on that lean.
Hey, shut
the only wrestler that gets name dropped is Undertaker.
Most likely.
Exactly.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Stone Cold gets dropped a lot too.
Hey.
Speaking of Stone Cold, Undertaker wasn't supposed to be there originally. It was supposed to be Stone Cold. Stone Cold couldn't make it.
But yeah, I was actually about to get to that, and The Rock fucking came out in the ring. And when The Rock came out and was talking shit to John Cena, and him and John Cena did this thing where they did at their 2 once-in-a-lifetime matches.
I just know Rock. I know Rock forced himself to win that little confrontation between. I know he did. He did. That into
and then as soon as I heard the gong, I was just like, I did the come on, bro.
I almost did a backflip when I heard the Shield. I thought Dean was coming. My heart.
Me too. I actually thought Dean was coming.
I don't know why.
I would have lost anything.
I don't know why y'all thought that. I said the same thing. I said the same thing.
I thought of it for a second. I was like, if I saw Dean Ambrose, I would have fucking flipped my shit. But as soon as I saw Seth Rollins get knocked out, I was mad as shit. And I'm glad Roman Reigns was able to hit him in the back with the chair. Which
that was a great callback.
That's my point. That is my point exactly. That's why I say
and happened to him twice.
I liked how the production of the match was, even though it was overproduced, and the match itself, because it was overproduced, it made the match hot garbage. I think from a storytelling perspective, that was the match of the night.
No,
because it made everything, bro.
No,
it literally culminated.
Drew McIntyre's match was the match of the night as a storytelling perspective because it told the story of this match, this mad dude trying to win desperately versus this man who's trying to hold the company on his back. For him to win and then freaking lose it because of his hubris.
You want to know why I say it wasn't as good?
Why?
The reason why I say is multiple reasons. The first reason is because the match itself put a pretty little bow, and ended a lot of stories in its totality. It ended the Shield Seth Rollins story between him and Roman, right?
Yeah.
And it leaves you, something to pick up when Roman comes back, because we all don't want to see him go after the title again. That's first.
Roman's gonna be trying to solve the civil war that's currently happening.
The civil war's gonna happen, but come on, bro. You can't.
But legit, I'm not gonna say that was match of the night simply because 1, it was predictable. 2, it was just overly produced. They did not really explain the bloodline rules either, and it didn't make any sense for the bloodline not to be out there half the time. They only started appearing at the end, and then Roman Reigns lost, like how Brock Lesnar lost at that SummerSlam when the one time he beat Brock Lesnar, which was when he freaking tried to hit him with a chair and got fucked up. And then, it was just like, yo, this is so stupid, especially at that ending. and he hit him with 3 goddamn crossroads again and got the 3 count. Then after that, we had to hear Cody's theme for about 20 minutes, repeating endlessly, which was annoying. And the crowd keep going to whoa. I was like, okay, you're devaluing this man's theme right now. But regardless, that match was so overly produced, it didn't make any sense half the time. And I was just mad. And I was like, okay. Wait, he disappeared. Something happened to his But yeah, I wouldn't say that match is fucking what's called. No overproduced match like that could be match of the night for me. I'm sorry.
So I do have a question.
Yeah.
Because I'm currently looking at the highlights for Raw, and as I'm looking at them, Cody Rhodes thanks Jey Uso for helping him at WrestleMania, and we are all forgetting that Jey Uso is the current #1 contender for Damian Priest's World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
So do you think that Jey is part of the Civil War? Is the Civil War just going to be Solo and Jimmy? Or
he'll get dragged in eventually.
He'll get dragged in, bro.
Because
then again, we'll just wait till the draft. We'll see where everyone lands, and if he's on the same brand as them, he'll get dragged in at some point.
I don't think he's gonna be. I think they're gonna put him on Raw.
He might. I mean, the eventual thing is gonna probably have the original bloodline get back together at some point.
Yeah.
Brand split, be damned. So I just think at some point he'll get thrown into this because he ain't winning no world titles. So
I feel like he will. I think they need to give him a mid-card title. They keep calling him main event Jey Uso. It's either you give him the damn world championship and let him do his run, or you give him a mid-card title. Either way, he deserves a championship at this point.
He deserves one, but I mean,
because if like it or love it, like it or hate it, excuse me, for the past since 2020, he is one of the pivotal reasons why that bloodline story was so damn good. He was one of the reasons that people turned in to watch TV week to week. It wasn't fucking Roman. It was Jey Uso.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I gotta agree with that. It wasn't Solo either. And Solo, from what Solo said and what he said
he was about to get right what I was about to say. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for Monday Night Raw, I feel like Solo should have Samoan spiked himself multiple times because it didn't make any sense.
I was confused because doesn't Solo have the worst record out of everybody in the bloodline? So how the fuck you kicking out anybody? I'm like, my guy, I'm gonna need you to shut up because I can pull up a chart and
Samoan spike yourself. Your biggest one, you beat John Cena by Samoan spiking him 1,000,000 times in the throat.
I mean, I completely get where they're coming from in the story. At WrestleMania, technically, Solo did what he was supposed to do, but Jimmy ain't do what he was supposed to do.
But Solo hasn't won a match in almost like
Solo's
4 months.
0 for 40, and this
and then I don't know if you saw the exclusive as well, guys, but apparently the call did come from Roman. So Paul Heyman saying this is not what the Tribal Chief want. It was what he wanted because it was Roman's call. That's what they said after the fact. Yeah. So I don't know where they're taking the storyline, but I do like the fact that they're moving forward with the bloodline and they're just not ending it here. They're as long as they don't throw any more titles in that picture because it doesn't mean anymore. It's
not anymore. Yeah.
Now.
All right. And last thing I would say, I just hope Roman, when he comes back, he actually goes against The Rock, which actually would be a better match for like Tribal Chief.
Shit.
I'd rather that because I don't want to see shit. I want to see a match that I can skip and not care about. Second, I don't like the fact that The Rock made a lot of the pay-per-view about himself. I still don't like it.
But yeah, you just said you want to see this man come back.
No, I'd rather see him go against The Rock. I don't want to see The Rock going against fucking Cody Rhodes for the championship belt. Are you stupid?
I don't think it's going to happen for the championship. The way that was, it sounds like to me. You can stop me if I'm wrong, but it sounded like The Rock was basically saying, "Listen, when I come back, I don't care if you have a championship or not." And they said that because I feel like Cody's going to lose at some point. And when he does, he said, "Don't break my heart again," right? So if he loses, he's going to break. It's like he's now the tribal chief in a way because he has the championship. So when Cody loses, The Rock will come back and beat Cody. I think that's what we're trying to say here.
We'll see. But last thing we'll say, I mean, WrestleMania, like I said, the weekend was great, but Stand and Deliver once again took it for me. A lot of people say WrestleMania was fantastic. I was like, WrestleMania was okay, and it had their moments, but there are a lot of matches on there that I was just like, and it was just too damn predictable.
The best Mania in a long time, but
that is true.
You know,
that is true. It's better than last year. And then there's one thing that I was going to talk about. AEW. I don't know what in the blue fuck is going on with that company right now, but I'm going to need them to take about 2 months off and relax because they are slowly stabbing themselves in the throat. And I don't know who the fuck thought it was a good idea to put the fucking the backstage incident out there, but it did not do any favors for AEW. It helped CM Punk and WWE.
Pretty much. Low rent, low brow, pathetic. Punk didn't lie about really anything, so it did nothing to him.
Yeah.
And it was just low rent. It was fucking garbage.
And then I didn't see him do anything to Tony Khan. Tony Khan said he fell for his life. And I was like, where?
I don't know.
So that's why I was deeply confused. And I'm like, yo, what is going on here? At this point, it just seemed it didn't help them. It made it worse. And once again, I'm going to say this again, and I mean no disrespect. They really, really need to keep WWE's name out their mouth because they keep fucking themselves up every time, every single time. And I don't know what's going on with AEW. I don't know what's going on with Tony Khan. But if his company implodes, I'm just going to laugh. That's all I'm going to do.
We'll see. Well, I don't know if you got anything else to say, Wild Fang, but I need to go shower and go to sleep.
Oh, no, we're done. We're done at this point. The podcast has ended. Did anybody else have anything else they want to say before we move on to next week, where we actually go back to the normal program?
Nope. Not I.
Okay, so I've cut this. All right, guys. You guys have a great rest of your day, and you guys get the hell out of here because I'm gonna, watch some nasty stuff, on stream. Bye. All right, guys. I'll see you later.
Lots of drugs.